But we've come to the point now where we need to add more cord. So what you're going to do is you're going to cut this on a diagonal. And then you'll take your other cord and do the same with the new cord. However length you want to work with, that's your decision. I always keep mine connected just because I don't like to add all the time. But you'll also cut this one on a diagonal. And then you can either use a spot of glue or any kinds of tape to help stabilize this. I've got Scotch tape right now. That's what I happen to have on hand. But you'll add those together, and it won't always be easy. But right now, it will work. Takes a little time sometimes. What really works good, but I didn't have any on hand, is the medical tape. The white medical tape works real well with this. And once you get connected, we'll go back to winding and covering that up. And you just want to keep an eye on, and as you can see, I've started going up on the side. So we want to continue that practice. Oops, I'm sorry, I just went through the wrong coil. So you just bring it back up and then go back down the right coil. Just as I teach my students, it's okay to make mistakes because we learn from them. So please forgive me. And sometimes when you get close to where you have taped, you will need to pull it just a little bit tighter, to even out everything. And of course, depending on which tape you use, it'll, work real well or not. But practice, practice, practice. And as I have said in other videos, or another video, you might want to just stick with 3 or 4 wraps and then take a stitch. Especially when you're joining like this, it's better to do just a few wraps and then stitch because it'll help keep it tight. And we'll keep going until I get over this. Now with the presentation, I have included my email. So if any point in time you run into a section and you're not sure and you can't quite see by the video, feel free to email me and I will get back to you as soon as possible. I know we're all working in strange ways now with this COVID situation, so I will try my best to get back to you right away. But in our school system, we are doing the hybrid, or we're doing Plan B. We're doing 1 week with one set of students, the next week with another set of students. And we're working just the 4 days with kids. And then on Fridays, our custodial staff does the deep clean. And so part of our teachers are working at school and part of our teachers are working from home because we have such a large building that they have to take time. And I'm sorry if I'm getting a little off camera. That's another good reason. If you have questions, feel free. Now, sometimes you just got to let your needle hang and twist out. I don't know if you saw that or not. But it gets a little twisted, so it doesn't hurt to let it hang out. Okay. And I'm getting to the point where I'm over the tape. And I hope you don't mind that I've done these in shorter sections, simply because I am a person who takes time to learn some of these things, and I like to be able to go refer back to the video. And so I'm doing these in sections to make it easier, because I really hate these instructional videos that go on and on forever, and when you have a question, you need to go back and look, and it takes forever to find. So that's why I'm doing these in sections, to make it just a little bit easier to learn. So I'm getting to this point where I'm over, and it should be good and sturdy. And I have to keep rolling it back to keep it up on the top of my previous coil, so that I can continue making the sides. And try not to rush on this. Sometimes, good things take a while, and they take some practice. But it can be done. And I'll be honest with you, sometimes I'm home at night, I sit in front of the TV and I do this, because it actually becomes kind of mindless after a while, because it's kind of like therapy. You're so focused on this, you kind of forget what else is going on. So I kind of like this as a social emotional kind of activity, because it helps you center yourself. So now that we've got that new piece added in, I'll do a little bit more, and I will come back after a while and show you how to add a new string of thread.